Are you preparing for MAT 2026 placement, TANCET, or any aptitude related examinations? So then this video is for you. So today we'll be continuing the mixture and allegation problems. I mean must do top problems. So this is part 2, and hi, I'm Harismita Rajkumar. Let's quickly get into the video. So an alloy contains zinc, copper, tin in ratio. It has in ratio 2:3:1. Okay, I hope it is visible, right? Yeah. And another contains copper, tin, lead in ratio 5:4:3, right? If equal weights of both are melted together, so if both are melted together and forms a third alloy. So let us keep zinc as Z and copper as C and tin as T and lead as L. So when I combine everything, you are having a third alloy. Okay. So when I combine, so now let me see, Z is to C is to T. I am having it as 2:3:1. Okay. And next is copper is to tin is to lead. I am having it as 5:4:3. So when I add up the ratios, it is 2 plus 3 plus 1, which is 6, and 4 plus 5 plus 3, I mean 5 plus 4 plus 3, which is 12. So this composition is high. So let us assume that let us assume to be the first alloy be 12. Okay. So now 12 kg. First alloy together be 12 kg. So if it is 12 kg means 2 part of 12 kg and third part of 12 kg, how it is divided, right? So in total you're having 6 parts here, right? So 6 divided by what? So total I'm keeping it as 12 kg because this is the highest proportion. Now what I'm doing is, first of all, I'm finding the zinc ratio, zinc kg in this ratio. So Z is to T, C is to T. So here it gives you 2:3:1. So zinc, to find zinc, it is 2 by whole composition is 6 into 12, which is the first alloy. So basically you'll be having it as 2. So your composition here, Z will be 4. Similarly, if you do for C, which is zinc is 4 kg, copper, similarly if you do for copper, it is 6 kg. How did I get 6 kg? Basically it is 3 by 6 into 12. Okay, so same way if I do this for one ratio, I'll be getting 2 kg. So this is your zinc and this is your copper and this is your tin. So this is your tin. Are you clear? Similarly, if I do for the next ratio, I mean the highest ratio, if I keep the second weight, second alloy, same way I'm keeping it as 12 kg because it only has the highest ratio, right? Now if I keep the same, what I'm going to do is, so this will be C is to T, copper is to tin is to lead, right? So copper is to tin is to lead. What am I getting? So I am getting the ratio as 5:4:, I guess 3, right? So if I do the same way, it will be 5 by 12 into 12. So everything will denominator and numerator will cancel. So your C, your copper has 5 kg, your tin has 4 kg, and your lead has 3 kg. Now when all the alloys are mixed together, okay, so when all the alloys are mixed together, what happens? The third alloy is formed. So mix everything. Okay, so when I mix everything, what am I getting? I'll be getting Z is to C is to T is to L. I'll be getting as 4:2. When I see copper I'm having it as 6 and 5. So I'll be getting it as 6 plus 5. Then again I'm having tin. Tin I'm having it as 2 plus 4. Right? Tin I'm having it as 2 and 4. So it will be 2 plus 4. Similarly, lead I'm just having 1. So what I will be getting, the ratio is 4:11:6:3. Okay. Now, then weight. What are we supposed to find? We are supposed to find the weight per weight of lead per kg of new alloy. So new alloy in total we are having 12, the first alloy plus second, the 12 the second alloy, which totally is having 24 kg. In 24 kg, what is the weight of lead is what is in last. So you'll be having it as 3 by 20. How much is this? 11, 15 plus yeah, so you'll be having it as 24. So 3 by 24, you will be getting it as 1 by 8 kg. So that is your final answer. So I hope you understood this question. Sorry, not this one, this one. Yeah. Now let's go to the next one. So now in this question, see, you have in total 729 liters of milk and water. So if you're supposed to find the ratio, so the ratio of milk and water gives you 7:2. So that is your ratio of milk and your water. Right now, what they are doing is to get a new mixture. So in next, the new mixture, this is old, and new mixture, you are having the ratio of milk and water as 7:3. So how much amount of water should be added? So this I will be doing it with the previous. We have already done questions. I mean the formula for it, right? So that one only is supposed to follow, right? Now let us find the quantity of milk, right? So quantity of milk. So quantity of milk in 729 liters of mixture. So in order to find quantity of milk, so basically it is 7 by 9 into 729. Okay. So it is 7 by 9 into 729. You will be having 567. So then what is the quantity of water? So in total you are having 729 minus your milk will give you your water, right? Your water is 162 liters. So now let X be liters of water added. So the added water, let it be X. So original, you have that formula, no? So which is 567, and you will be having 162 plus X, some amount, extra amount you're adding. So you'll be getting the total mixture as 729 plus that X amount of water you're adding. So what you'll do, you have to just subtract. That is what you're going to do. When you're subtracting these two, you'll be having 567. When you're subtracting these two, you'll be having it as 162 plus X. So this is your ratio. Okay. So basically what it tells you, no? So what is the formula which you learned? Which you learned in the first part. If you haven't learned, go check it and come. Basically, it is the cheaper quantity by dearer is equal to the ratio of that divided by this. So it is vice versa also, you can do it. So now I'm taking it as 7 by 3 is equal to 567 by 162 plus X. So basically this is your ratio. Cheaper by dearer, or if you're vice versing it, that also D minus M by M minus C. That formula which you haven't known, go check it out. So I'm using that formula and doing. So when I find it, finally I'm getting X is equal to 567 by 7. So which is X is equal to 81 liters. So 81 liters of water is already added. So the new ratio we already know it as 7:3. Milk is to water. So here they didn't use cheaper. They used the dearer, which is the costlier by cheaper. The ulta of the formula which we have done. Okay. Which we have written. In there we have written cheaper by costlier. Here we are writing costlier by cheaper. Now let's go and do the next sum. I mean, we are taking more it is taking a longer time. So let's see how much we are able to finish. So let's quickly wrap up. In what ratio must the mixture of 30% of alcohol? So you're having 30% of alcohol. It is mixed with 50% of alcohol strength. so that you get 45 percentage. So in what percentage it is mixed? So basically it is 50 minus 45, so which is 5 percentage, and 45 minus basically I'm subtracting these two and subtracting these two. 45 minus 30, I'll be having 15 percentage. So when I take the ratio of it, I will be having 1:3, because when I cancel it in 5 table, it's 1 and 3. So this is another question. Directly I'm done. If you don't know what the diagram is, you have to check part 1 video and come back. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. So next one, to gain 10 percentage of sample of milk at cost price, to gain 10 percentage on selling price of milk, whose cost price of pure milk, the quantity of water mixed with the 50 kg of pure milk is. So basically you can do it like in this method. You know the cost price of the milk. So CP of milk, you know it, right? It is 50. And CP of water, generally CP of water is 0. And what is the cost price? I mean, cost price of this. It is 10 percentage of selling, it is sold in 10 percentage gain. So what is 10 percentage of 50? So 10 percentage of 50, you will be getting it as something like, you'll be getting 5. So in this, extra 5 is added and sold. So it will be 55 percentage. If you have any doubt, you can just comment below. How I got this? The first part, you will be having the first sum same way. 10 percentage gain of milk. So I'm selling milk for 50 kg. I mean, I'm having milk for 50 kg. 10 percentage of 50 is 5. So gain means I'm adding both. So it will be 50 plus 5. So 55. Now I just have to take the ratio. So this will be 5. So when I take it, it is something like 11:1. So basically I can conclude that in order to get 50 kg, instead of finding ratio, in order to get 50 kg, how much water is mixed? The 5 kg of water is mixed to get 55. So basically my answer is 5 kg of water, because to get 55, I'm adding 5 from the water to get 55. Are you clear? Right? So I hope you are clear with whatever we are doing. Now let's solve this sum in the next class. I know we have taken 13 minutes, and from this we'll be doing as part 3, and part 3 will be the last question. Last part, I already told you we have covered most of the sessions in this. So let's quickly do this in the next session, and you can also solve it on your own and comment below if you want. So you can get the answer from the next part 3. So, and also if you want any other videos, you do comment below. So thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.